my boy Demi TV.
It's Wave God in this motherfucker. Hey, shout my nigga Demi T though.
Got song pop like I'm Iggy. All they talking about is last night like I'm Demi. Say you got.
Groupies donated $5. Damn ski pulled the Michael.
Let's see what the
What's up, Dean TV, Dean Nation, Dean Family? Today we doing a reaction to Mind Warehouse, and it's a new channel we reacting to today, family. And if you new to your channel, like, comment, subscribe, and go show the channel some love. Tell them Dean sent you, and it's gonna be some educational shit we probably didn't know about, or probably didn't occur, but we finna learn about this shit today. You feel me? Clones, shadow jutsu type shit, you feel me? And we ain't talking about no jutsu and ninjutsu type shit. We talking about real life type shit. Yeah, these real life animals that have been successfully cloned, you feel me? So yeah, we may be eating these shits and don't know it, you feel me? And yeah, no further ado, let's get into the reaction. Road to 100K, a million in the billion. Click that subscribe button. Let's birthday as a family, as a nation. And check out the clothing merch in the description box below. Go copy some heat and drip in the description box below. No further ado, let's get into the reaction.
Hello everyone. Your parents must remember when Dolly the Sheep was cloned, and how important that was. The world reacted in different ways. Some people were scared, but most people thought it was a serious scientific breakthrough. However, since then, most of us have forgotten about all this.
Who is Dolly the Sheep?
Cloning experiments no longer conducted? Well, yeah, they are. You'll be surprised how many species of animals scientists have managed to clone. There are clones all around us. Are you ready to learn more about them? Then, let's get it on.
Cause it's crazy to think about that you can clone yourself when you're dead, and your clone can live on until your clone die out, or your clone get eviscerated from existence. That's something to think about. Like, yeah. So like, if you know, if they figure out how to transmute your consciousness to a clone, or they figure out how to do it already.
Frogs. We're all used to thinking that Dolly the Sheep was the first cloned animal in the world, but this actually isn't true. The first successful cloning experiments were carried out on frogs, and it happened long before the birth of the famous sheep. More than 60 years ago, Robert Briggs and Thomas King cloned a northern leopard frog. However, they only cloned the stem cells of the animal. It was believed that the DNA in specialized cells was fixed and couldn't be used to produce a new organism. The renowned biologist Sir John Gurdon was able to refute this fact.
So if it don't got no soul, it can't reproduce.
58,
gotcha.
He removed DNA from the intestinal cell of a tadpole and placed it in an egg. Contrary to the results of Briggs and King, a clone was born from it. The scientist even created a special...
That's smart. That's basically cheating creation. Like, okay, it's got an egg already in it, so I inject this with inside it. Yeah, that's smart.
Micropipette, which could be used to easily transfer the cell
That's
nuclei.
just modifying life.
Researchers at the Roslin Institute, and almost 40 years after its breakthrough, the first cloned mammal was born. First cloned kitten. You'll be surprised how far science has advanced in cloning. Would you like to have a copy of your favorite pet? Easy peasy. But you'll have to pay a bunch of money. This is exactly what Huang Yu, a businessman from China, did. He simply couldn't accept the death of his cat, Garlic, and asked for help from the biotechnology company Synergen. By that time, the company had already conducted 40 successful experiments.
Yo, ain't that's what Viger a part of, that biotech shit? Yo. That shit crazy. That shit crazy how shit just go right back to them niggas. Them niggas can't be trusted.
Rinse. Dawn Power Wash.
He had already conducted 40 successful experiments with dogs, but this was the first time they had to work on cats. The procedure, which cost about $35,000, was a success. A new Garlic was born.
What the fuck? So you basically you basically they telling you you can clone yourself and clone your pet and clone animals, but you gotta pay for it. Like, wow. So you telling me if I got $100,000, I can clone myself? That shit crazy. That shit crazy. People actually probably doing that shit, cause getting $100,000. Oh, I made that more. I'm finna clone myself.
The clone was healthy and became the first cloned kitten in the world. However, he's not identical to the original cat. For example, he doesn't have a distinctive black mark on his chin, but the owner is not upset about that because
ain't that a coincidence? Like Gucci Man, all these other freaking artists and all the other stuff. Like, bruh, you can't make this shit up. This just
he loves his new old pet.
Just clarifying shit, confirming shit.
The technique used to create Dolly the Sheep was later applied to clone other mammals, including cats and dogs. But in 2018, scientists managed to clone an animal really close to humans, a monkey. The macaques Zhong Zhong and Hua Hua are identical,
Zhong
and
and
they
Hua
both
Hua.
were born in a lab in China.
That sound like some China
The
shit.
scientific community have criticized the researchers. They believe that their experiment brings the world closer to human cloning and raises many ethical issues. However, the researchers explained their position. First, the cloning method they used is still ineffective and dangerous, so it definitely won't be used for human cloning. And secondly, monkey clones will be of great benefit to the study of human diseases, including metabolic and immune.
So basically, they don't want the monkeys evolve like how they say the people evolve from monkeys, like how
Disorders
bullshit,
as well as cancer.
bullshit.
Cloned camel. This female
They got
camel is
camels
in
clones,
Jazz.
bruh. What happened? They
Means
cloned?
achievement
Like
in
what the
Arabic, and her
fuck?
birth was
Yo,
definitely a breakthrough in science because she was the first cloned camel in the world. The birth of Injaz gave scientists from Dubai hope to save the population of these animals.
The
both
fuck?
elite racing camels and milk camels.
What's
However,
going on
the
here?
researchers hardly expected that the cloned camel would give them another incredible surprise. At the age of 6, Injaz was bearing her own calf. But this time, no genetic experiments were needed. According to Nisar Wani, the scientific director of the Reproductive Biotechnology Center, Injaz conceived naturally. This proves that cloned camels are fertile and can reproduce in the same way as ordinary ones, which is a huge breakthrough for biology. Horses and mules. You might think
they
that
just clone
cloned animals
everything.
that
Nothing ain't safe with these
their
motherfuckers
entire
here.
lives
They
in a lab
clone
supervised by
everything.
scientists, but this
They
is
say,
far
what's
from
that?
true.
What
Cloning
that
methods
right
have been
there?
perfected, and now clones
Wanna
live
clone it?
ordinary
Wanna
lives.
clone
Some
it?
even
Wanna try to
succeed
clone
in
it? Wanna
sports
make a
competitions.
double of
For
it?
example, the
Wanna
horses
double
you
up,
see
double
on
up,
the
make some
screen
money?
are
Yeah,
competing to
these
win the polo
motherfuckers tap.
championship
These
in South
motherfuckers are
America,
weird
and almost
motherfuckers
all
here.
of them were cloned at the Texas Veterinary Hospital. But this doesn't mean that you can just take a horse with great characteristics and clone it to get a new record holder. According to specialists, cloning determines only the genetic sequence of an animal, and its performance and abilities depend on the environment. Although we have some doubts about that. A mule called Idaho Gem has won a lot of races during his career. It should be noted that he was not only the first cloned mule in the world, but was also cloned using the DNA of a racing champion. Coincidence? Probably not. Cloned ungulates. In 2003, researchers from Texas A&M University successfully cloned a whitetail deer. Scientists rejoiced as it was a potential opportunity to preserve rare and endangered species. At that time, they didn't suspect that cloning ungulates was a huge contribution to the food industry. In 2012, a huge bull named Alpha was cloned from a prime bull carcass. He was born weighing almost 1,100 kilograms. So basically, we could say that he was born out of steak. But this isn't the most amazing thing. The bull
Really?
mated with cows, which had also been cloned, and they gave off amazing offspring. Their 13 calves were much larger than ordinary cows, and their meat was better marbled. Besides, according to the veterinarians,
wonder
the
are
calves of
those
the
cows
cloned
that they
parents have a
have
better immune system.
that we
Finally,
eat, they
cloned
say we
cattle
be
reach
eating are
maturity
actually just
faster,
cloned
and thus
cows.
consume less feed and water, and produce less methane. If If you order a ribeye steak in a US restaurant and it turns out to be one of the best you've had in your life, you should extend your thanks both to the chef and to the scientists. Until recently, cows that produce high-quality marbled meat were extremely rare, only 3 out of 10,000. So,
3 out of 10,000? What the fuck?
100 times while reducing the environmental impact.
Let me guess. They cloned the cow that they found. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That mean it ain't real, for real, for real.
Beef producer 44 Farms have perfected this method. They don't even need to breed bulls. They use genetic material obtained from the best individuals. In addition, thanks to cloning, a cow with excellent genes transmits them to dozens of calves per year instead of one. All this allowed not to only improve production, but also
that
to
is
reduce
slavery.
emissions. We can say that
that is slavery on the animals. Free the animals.
the traditional way of
Oh,
cattle breeding is
yo,
nothing
free the
but lost.
clones.
Cloning dogs. How many cloned dogs do you think were born in South Korea's Suwon Biotech Research Foundation
I wanna
laboratory in
know.
the last decade? You probably won't guess anyway. Barbara Streisand, by the way, is one of many celebrities who has cloned her favorite pet. Dr. Huang from Seoul has already been approached by more than 1,000 rich and famous people who want to get a clone of their dog. 1,000 cloned dogs live among us. Can you imagine that? Of course, the procedure has long since ceased to be of purely scientific interest and has become a business. To get a copy of a deceased animal, the owner needs to submit its DNA to the clinic as soon as possible and pay $100,000. Glowing cloned rabbits.
Clone
Here's some
rabbits.
news for those who find science boring. A group of researchers from Turkey
Hide your
and the
animals,
US
hide
found
your
a
family,
method of
hide your
pink
people.
cloned
They
rabbits,
cloning
two of
everything.
which glow
He
in
ain't
the
safe out
dark.
here. They
It's not
just trying to
April Fool's
clone
Day,
shit.
and we
Like,
are not
what?
joking. The
Nigga,
animals
what? Rabbits?
No need to pre-rinse.
What did the
As
rabbit
Big Platinum
do?
has scrubbing and rinsing
The
built
rabbit
right
just
in.
eating
Spray
cat, trying to
your
eat
clothes
carrots
and
and
done.
chill.
In the
Damn.
dark. It's not April Fool's Day, and we are not joking. The animals do indeed emit a bright green light. To achieve this
That's
effect,
fine,
scientists
low-key, I
introduced a
think that.
fluorescent protein extracted from jellyfish DNA into the rabbits. Of course, it wasn't just for the lols. Fluorescent
fuck?
protein is used to indicate that the genetic material introduced into the embryos is fully incorporated into the rabbits. This will help take research of dangerous diseases to a new level. Researchers are now planning to introduce useful genes into larger animals. Does that mean we'll see glowing cows soon?
That'd be fine, but
First
we'll know
cloned
what it
bull.
is.
Let's go back to 1999 to remember
Yeah, it's a
how
clone.
scientists managed to perform
That made
a
me
real
think
miracle.
for real,
Dolly the
like,
sheep
is
had been cloned
everything
only 3
clones
years
or is it
before that.
clone?
So,
Like,
cloning
what the
techniques
fuck?
were
Are
still
animals
new,
clones
and
for
many
real, for real?
experiments
Like, are they
ended
really
unsuccessfully.
animals?
However, researchers from Texas A&M University were able to do something that seemed
Yeah.
impossible. Chance was a bull incapable of natural reproduction, and the only way to preserve his genes was by cloning him.
That's fucked up.
They chose Chance for a reason. He had an unusually gentle nature, and he was also a celebrity. He'd appeared in ads, performed at a rodeo, and he even participated in a
crying.
TV show. The scientists were able to get a completely healthy bull clone,
Cause like he was listening to Rod Wave last night.
which was
He said he got my
named
heart on
Second
ice,
Chance.
got my
The most
heart
amazing
on
thing
ice.
is that at that time,
And
Chance was
I
21 years old, so he's still the oldest cloned animal ever. Hold on a second. Do you want to see some crazy stories from real life? Nothing dull, only action, only adventures, chases, and fights. Love confessions and
WAD. Okay, promo. Hope you guys like this Dean Family, D Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social media and comment below what reaction we do next. See you guys next time. Love you guys. I'm out.